thank you so much for being here tonight. These events have, for me, always been one of my favorite gatherings. We come together as a community, we mingle, we talk, we do a little networking, and we recognize the amazing talents and contributions of some of our most esteemed friends and colleagues in the sector. I think this is an awesome night. And it's nice to be back in person after a few years of webinars. So I want to thank everyone for their continued support in making mental health news education your trusted source of information. I also want to congratulate all the honorees. You are truly deserving of this recognition that you're getting here tonight. I have the distinct pleasure, there's Emily, of presenting the Self-Advocacy Award to a friend and colleague, Emily Grossman. I was lucky to have a chance to work with Emily when she came to work as the director of a brand new initiative that we had recently developed at CBC, the Training Institute. She has diligently and methodically, over the last few years, taken this nascent kernel of an idea into a full-fledged training program that delivers consistently excellent trainings with an impressive number of participants and glowing reviews. Emily has worked in mental health for over a decade, beginning on the front lines as a peer specialist in community mental health in New Jersey. After several years, she transitioned to doing mental health provider training, system change work, both at the Jewish Board, Columbia Center for Practice Innovation, and at the New York Association for Psychiatric Rehab Services. All this hard work has not gone unnoticed. In 2018, she was the winner of the National Council for Behavioral Health's prestigious Peer Specialist of the Year Award.
Woo!
Emily has been very open about her mental health recovery, from writing about it in behavioral health news to speaking nationally. She is truly leading the way and assisting so many others by her own example in showing that recovery is possible. I am thrilled to be presenting Emily Grossman with the Mental Health News Education Self-Advocacy Award in recognition of her exceptional contributions to mental health services as a peer specialist, public speaker, work in training, and her unwavering dedication as an advocate for individuals who are facing mental health challenges. So please join me in welcoming
Okay, I didn't trip up the stairs, so we're doing good so far. Alright, so thank you so much everyone for being here tonight. I want to start by expressing my deep gratitude to David and Ira Mina and the Mental Health News Education Board for presenting me with this Self-Advocacy Award. I also really want to take a second to recognize my colleagues from Coordinated Behavioral Care who joined tonight. I'm so grateful to all of you for being here tonight. I'd like to dedicate this award to my parents, Nina and Rich Grossman, along with my sister Pam, who's here in the audience today, because they've walked with me through thick and thin. When Dr. George Petit, who's a very important mentor of mine, called to let me know I was receiving this award, I was extremely surprised and flattered. After hearing the news, I reflected upon the 18 years since I first came out on social media on a platform called MySpace, and revealed some very private information to friends from all walks of life, from high school to college to previous jobs. I shared about my mental illness and recovery journey with all of them. It was a very scary thing to do, but I knew I had to do it. I speak openly about my mental health recovery journey, which consisted of 12 hospitalizations and nearly being institutionalized, because I want to bring others in the same position hope. When I was locked away in hospital after hospital, I never thought that another life would be available for me. I thought that I would always be a part of the system, doomed to life as a patient in an institution. Thankfully, I'm today living a life where I have happiness, I have hope, and I hope that I help others along the way as well. Dr. Patrick Corrigan, a distinguished professor of psychology at Illinois Tech University, has studied mental illness stigma, discrimination, and prejudice. What he has found is that mental health stigma begins to recede not when celebrities come out and share their story, but when everyday, ordinary people like you and I do. That is why I do the work that I do. There have been risks along the way, but mostly I've been met with support and love beyond my wildest imagination. Now more than ever, we need self-advocates. If the pandemic showed us anything, it showed us that mental health is paramount and needs to be made a priority. And it won't become a priority fully until the stigma goes away so that more people feel safe to get treatment and to stay in treatment. I opened with a memory, so now I'd like to close with one. I remember the first time I spoke about my recovery journey publicly, which was 20 years ago. It was through an organization that has a wonderful program teaching people to share their recovery stories. After I spoke, I said to the person who scheduled me to share my story, "I want to do this for a living." He said to me, "No one gets paid to do that. That's a totally unrealistic goal." And at that time, he was absolutely right. But I carried this unrealistic goal in my heart and have built a career and recovery sharing my story. I hope that my life story is a testament to the importance of unrealistic goals. May we have them, may we hold them, and may we live them loudly and proudly. Thank you.